Hey guys, Gorgon LMG here, bringing you another Black Ops 3 gameplay. This time I'm going to continue my dark matter grind talk. I've moved on to the light machine guns and the pistols at the moment. I'll have a video coming up tomorrow about pistols and how good they are in hardcore for getting your headshots and whatnot on your camos. But today I want to talk about the Gorgon. The Gorgon it's a gun that has been nerfed by Treyarch 2 to 3 times now, because at the beginning of the game this gun was really powerful, far more powerful than it is now, and it is a beast now. You're going to see me in this gameplay go 55 for 5. I absolutely destroy these guys with this gun. It really is basically a sentry gun. You just can post up, pre-aim, and whatever comes through the doorway, whatever comes into frame is going to die instantly within 2 bullets. It's like a fully automatic Shiva. Now some of the nerfs are, they reduce the magazine size, so you notice I only get 40 bullets, and that's really only a little bit more than assault rifles, and it's the same magazine size as the VMP submachine gun, so you don't get many bullets. But one thing to bear in mind is that this gun fires really slowly. It's literally boom, 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 and that really means that the 40 bullets, you don't really notice that it's a small magazine, because something like the Dingo light machine gun is a lot faster firing rate. The fire rate must be somewhere like 4 times as fast. So it really chugs the bullets out there, and you get 80 rounds in that, and you get through those bullets really quick. And you find just one of the problems with LMGs is that the reload is so slow that most people will get through a magazine and then they'll die on the reload, and they'll just then spawn up and do it again. So if you are reloading, you've really got to lay yourself down, find somewhere with a lot of cover, teammates around you, because it takes a long time to reload these big old guns, especially this one. It takes a long time. Like I said, this gun is like a fully automatic Shiva, and the Shiva is really good because it is a really powerful gun that fires bullets that are capable of killing in 2 shots at almost any range in the map, and the Gorgon is no different. And another nerf that they had in the Gorgon was the movement speed. It used to have the same movement speed as the assault rifles, and what I mean by this is every gun in a Call of Duty game has its own movement speed, especially category dependent. So a pistol, you're going to move much faster than you are with a light machine gun. With a light machine gun, you're going to be moving a lot slower than assault rifles. Assault rifles, you're going to be moving a lot slower than submachine guns, and so on and so forth. But in the beginning of the game, this gun actually had the same movement speed as assault rifles, which is a pretty big advantage, because with the boosting and jumping, you were so maneuverable. And one of the big ways that they balance light machine guns is that they're very powerful, they have very large magazine, normally a very high rate of fire, but they're heavy and they're hard to wield around the map. So that is normally the juxtaposition of a light machine gun. And this now is a lot heavier. Without quick draw, this gun really is pretty awful. The ADS time, is in the time it takes to bring up your gun, is really, really slow without quick draw. So that's an absolute must. Another thing that is really bad with this gun is hip fire. The other light machine guns, hip fire is pretty good. You can just basically spray someone when they're right on top of you. But with this gun, it really isn't accurate. It's a lot like the Shiva. Up close, it really is not the gun you want. You want something in your back pocket like the LK9 pistol. Really powerful. Get a lot of rank. It's a really powerful, small wieldy, nice to use. Or you can use this, the MR6, which I just picked up. It's a really good gun, especially in hardcore. I'll get talking about that in my next video. But yeah, I found this gun a real nice surprise, and I didn't expect to go off like I did in here. And you'll notice that this gun doesn't move. I've got grip on it, but it literally, look, watch the red dot when I fire, and you'll see that there is no movement in the red dot, and that just makes it a laser beam. So what I suggest you do with this gun is, I like to call this aggressive camping, and what I'm doing is I am camping around head glitches and buildings and corners so that I can get the kill. But what I'm actually doing is I'm always pushing up. So I'm pushing and camping at the same time. I'm not just sitting in the back of my spawn in a corner waiting for Joe Average to walk past me so I can dome him. What I'm doing is I'm just pushing up to cover. Every time I get a few kills, I push up further, get a few more kills, push up even further, and try and get just on the outskirts of their spawn so that I can just pick them off coming around a corner. For example, off the break, what I really want to do is, I normally cap the initial flag, get the points, and then I'm going to start pushing up and trying to get B control. Now, because it's the second half, I'm just going to push straight up the middle. Normally I would duck right or go left and flank, or I'd come through the bunker, but I want to get control of B right here, right now. No one's here. Someone will be coming from A, you can see. Boom, that's one dead. I now push up to the tree, and I hold this tree. And you'll notice that people will either run from where I'm looking now, or they'll be flanking to my left. And there we go. You'll watch people just keep challenging me, because one thing about Call of Duty is that, certainly if you're new to the game, what you don't want to do is keep challenging me right there. A lot of people do. You don't want to keep coming my way, because I have the advantageous position. What you want to do is try and get behind me. That's what I would do. I would be trying to get behind me. But something else I've stumbled upon recently, which I'm really pleased with, is the GI unit. Now, with my streaks, I used to run Lightning Strike, Hellstorm, and Raps. Or I would run Hellstorm, Wraith, and Raps. Something along those lines, but I've recently gone up and I've thought, actually I'm getting a lot higher kills and kill streaks. I don't need the Hellstorm, and I can get much better than that. So now I run the Wraith, the Raps, and the GI unit. And now the GI unit, I don't think it's overpowered because it's hard to get. I don't think any kill streak should be considered overpowered if it's hard to get. That is the balance of it. But the GI unit just runs around murking stuff. It just completely destroys everyone it comes across. And the kill feed, you'll see the first half of the game about 2 minutes ago. If you watch the kill feed, not many of the kills were coming from my gun. My Raps and my GI unit were just getting 4-piece after 4-piece after 4-piece. And that's really what pushed me to 55 and 5. A lot of it was gun kills, but I'd say a good 20 of those 50 kills were at least by the kill streaks. But I'm having a lot of fun with this gun. A lot more fun than I thought I had. I left this gun until this weekend to do because I knew it had been nerfed to crap. I knew it had been nerfed so many times and I just assumed it was rubbish. But one thing to remember about Call of Duty is that if a gun starts off being overpowered, no matter how much they nerf it, it's normally still pretty good in certain situations. For example, the Vespa is nowhere near as good as it used to be because its hip fire and its recoil have been severely nerfed and they're both awful. But up close, that gun is still dominant, still really, really dominant. You'll get destroyed up close. So these overpowered guns still have advantages when you use them. Don't think that when they've nerfed them that they're useless. They're not useless. What they're doing by nerfing them is trying to balance them to make them as equal as they can to the other guns around them. They're not trying to make the Vespa rubbish so you can't use it because it's a gun they've made. They obviously want people using it. So they're trying to make it equal. They're trying to make all these guns equal. And one really nice thing about the dark matter grind is that you use every gun. And every gun you realise you can do well with apart from maybe one or two. And the pistols, which I'll come to in the next video, are quite hard to get because without running on hardcore, where hardcore is you have half the damage than you normally have, so it's basically 1 to 2 shots to kill on every single gun. Without using it on hardcore, it's quite hard to get your pistol headshots and that in core. You're going to have to use the pistol for an awful long time and just persevere and persevere, or you can jump into hardcore and do your pistols and snipers and the hard guns to do that way. That's what I've done. But guns like the Gorgon and that, if they're really good, I personally won't do them in hardcore. I think that's a bit cheatsy. I think you can do the guns that are really hard to do in hardcore, just to speed things up, but it really is a fine line. It's a grey area. I mean, just because I say that doesn't mean it's right. You can do whatever you want. If you want to do all your guns in hardcore, do it. It doesn't matter about my opinion. That's about all we got time for today, guys. I really want to show this gameplay off because I absolutely went off with the light machine gun. Try out the Gorgon. Try it with red dot grip stock or red dot stock quick draw, something along those lines. Rapid fire is really good on this gun if you want to use a 4th attachment and get rid of a pistol or a grenade or a perk. But try it out. And try the dark matter grind. If you think you aren't good enough to be able to get every gun gold, then just try it, because you won't know until you try. Okay? That's about all I've got time for today, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. Please, if you can, share the videos out, because, again, that really helps my channel grow, and I want more people to see this stuff. Alright, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.